What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld, and what we're going to be doing today is upgrading Tyreek Hill from a 91 speed to a 92 speed. So before we get into that, I just want to let you guys understand, I was able to get him as a nat by getting one of the free, well, not a free pack, but it was like $1 or something like that. I'm going to show you the pack inside the store that I was able to get him from. I don't know if you will also get this pack, okay? So before you go and do it, you might want to check it out to make sure that everybody's getting the same pack, but I got him out of this Elite Fantasy Pack, a special offer. It was $1.50 for me to start my team, and I was able to get it done. Okay, just so you know, because his core elite right now, because the game is out early, people are getting a little crazy with it, the one that you can buy off the auction house. So it's a little expensive. So I just wanted to let everybody know that more than likely when the game is released, these prices are going to be lower. So I wouldn't go ahead and buy any of this stuff with those crazy prices right there. Okay, like that's just ridiculous. Okay, so the first step you're going to need to know is you're going to need what's called the power-up item. Okay, the power-up item can be sold if you get it in any solos. It's auctionable or tradable, and it's pretty much the base card that you start with to start the power-up. So put it like this: if you start at the 83 overall, you won't see everything that you can do. Okay, what it'll show you is it'll just show you a simple scheme chemistry slot, and it'll show you something like this. But it's already equipped because he has only played as for his career for the Chiefs. You'll notice on other cards, if a player has been traded or picked up by another team somehow in free agency, they can choose different chemistry slots. Please note that if you upgrade any core elite, you cannot add them to a power-up set. Please note that if you change the core elite in any way, it won't accept it inside the power-up set. Okay, so just don't do that. Keep all your core. If you're going to power up a core elite, make sure you leave it the way that it is, and then you get the 68 overall version first to start, and then you add the core elite. Because if I add something to this, he won't go into the set. Okay, so now that we've discussed that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to find his power-up item. Okay, so simple, very, very simple. What you're going to do is you're going to go over to Program, and you're going to scroll down to Power-Up. All right, you're going to find Tyreek Hill, and then you're going to go to it, and then on the top screen, you're going to see Upgrade. Okay, click that button. It's going to take you to the similar screen to where to what we just saw with the other core elite. All right, now in the middle, it's going to show you everything that the upgrade is going to do. So what we're focused on right now is speed, because that's pretty much all I care about in Madden right now is speed, and every bit of speed counts, right? So listen to what you do. Your training points are in the top left. Okay, if you're going to ask me about training points and how did I get those, that's all from doing solos. I did my campaign solos. I started doing other solos. It's so many different ways to get it. As of now, there are not training packs inside the store. So you won't be able to find training pack for just points in the store. You have to quick sell cards to get training points right now. All right? So as you upgrade, at some point with all of your power-ups, you're going to need a core elite item. Okay? And it's number 7 to get him to an 84 overall. Okay? So we're going to start going down right throughout. All right, here we go. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to accept it, and you're going to see that little flashy thing happen on the side, and you're going to see that the card upgrades. If you want to downgrade, you simply press the button again, and it asks you, do you want a refund? Okay, and it tells you how much you're going to lose and everything like that. Pretty much what happens is you lose about half, depending on what's going on, if you wanted to downgrade. So they take some of your training points so that you don't continuously do it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to keep going back and forth and doing whatever. So it's a penalty if you try to downgrade. You'll lose some of your training points. All right. Now you continue to upgrade. It tells you the cost, and you just keep going. What you did right there was you got a scheme chemistry slot, because the base power up doesn't have what the core elite has. Okay. So you have to actually pick his team. Okay. So when you pick his team, it's going to give you the same one that the core elite had, but you had to open that up. The next chem right here, like this chem right here, this is for balanced whatever, power run. More than likely, Go Deep is what I'm going to use for him. You got the West Coast. You would have to look through all of these and see what best applies to your team. Okay, that would be the best case scenario. Go through everything and see what best applies to your team before you pick that type of chemistry. I just want to point that out. All right, so that's how you get him to get his team chemistry from the power up elite. All right, that's why you don't need to overkill it by doing it also with the actual, base elite or whatever it is, the core elite. You do everything from the 68 overall. Okay, so now you just keep going, and you'll notice that the speed goes up. You get a little flashy thing going on, 86, 87, and you just keep going. You just keep going. What happens is one of the main ones that throughout, you see like this one that's going to cost me 70. Every one of them that gives you like that major jump is going to cost you a decent amount. And it all depends on the card. Like Randy Moss is ridiculous when it comes to training points. Like it's wild. And then in addition, you still need the 91 overall. So this is the big chunk right here that you're going to need to get done in order to get him to a 90, the 90 speed. So we got like a whole bunch of chemistry done there. Now we get the physical chemistry slot. Okay, so that adds another one. So when you go over here, you can see that you can add something else to it. Okay, so this boosts all sprinter. The sprinter chem, more than likely you would add this one because it adds +1 speed with tier 1 with 10 players. 30 players adds +1 speed again. So that's another speed attribute. Okay, you got the shaker. Okay, we're looking for speed. So these things do acceleration and stuff like that. I haven't really been able to test out the acceleration in full, but brawler stuff like these type of things. You can use these in different ways. Like this one requires 20 players to get +1 speed. This one requires 10 players. So the sprinter, as opposed to that, and then you have to pay for it with training points. So it costs you training points to do this. So you'll see the amount that's there. Okay, in the right underneath what the chemistry is for the physical. So just understand that when you're doing the upgrades, that there's still ways to boost your players ridiculous amounts. You just have to go through it and look and see what's there. So now when we get to the final one, you're going to see that he's going to go to a 92 speed. So it's going to ask you, do you want to select the item from your binder? So there's the card right there, okay? Now, in my case, he's a nat. So I lose nothing as far as value of the core elite. Like if I bought it off the auction house where I showed you in the beginning of the video, you're going to lose you're not going to really lose anything, but when you downgrade, you're going to still lose your training points. And then also in addition, the value of the card may have gone down for the time that you used it. With me, there is no downside for me because he is a nat card. So I'm just upgrading a nat. I don't lose anything at all. You know what I'm saying? Like how if you're new to MUT, what happens is if the value of a card goes down, by the time you realize that the card's not working out for you and you try to put it back on the auction house, you could lose like so many thousands of coins in a day. So with this, I don't ever have to worry about that because I couldn't do nothing with him anyway because he's a nat. I can never make coins off of him or do anything. I could put him in a set for like an elite token or a flashback or something like that. But, for the coin value, I lose nothing because I didn't spend anything for him. Okay, so we're going to add him to the upgrade. There we go. Bam. Now you see what he turned into. Now he's an 84 overall power up and he has the 2 slots there. Okay, you can see he's a 92 speed now. So we got him from a 91 to a 92 and he's just ready to go. Okay, as far as everything else that he's doing, acceleration 91, stuff like that, you can see everything the way it changes because they keep everything there so that you can see the differences in the cards. Okay, and just like I just showed you before, with everything that goes on in here, it's going to cost you a little bit, but obviously these chemistries are cheaper. It's 10. Like that's not going to cost you much. That's fine. But when it comes down to the physical, that adds so much to it. You see what I'm saying? That's 1,000 training points. So that would take a lot of quick sells and everything like that. That would bring them to a 93, 94. If you could get other players that also have it, that requires 30 players that have the sprinter chem. You see what I'm saying? So that's doing 30 players that, if they don't come with the sprinter chem, you got to actually upgrade them and add that to it. So that's a lot of stuff, but the potential is endless for these cards. Okay? It just gives you something that you could always be doing. So every card is usable. You don't ever have to worry about past Maddens where they just sit in your binder. Every card is usable. Okay, so now that we have him from a 91 to 92 speed, I'm not going to add any other chemistry to him right now because I don't know which way I'm going as far as my team goes. And I want to make sure that every one of my players have whatever else, whatever I want to add to it. More than likely, he may, we might use him with the go deep and then add throw power to the quarterback. You see what I'm saying? That probably will be what I will do, depending on if I'm going to keep Ben Roethlisberger, if I'm not, et cetera, et cetera. But I haven't figured that part out yet. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add him into the lineup. You'll see that now he's an 84 overall. And then you can also still, from where he is, when you click on it now, because you've added the core elite, it's only one card now. You saw like before it was separate, whatever. It's all one card. So now everything that you add to it, it'll be under the power up screen. Okay, so when you go to it, there's no more base elite like these other guys. There's no more of those core elites. Now you can actually just go there and just keep powering up from the same part of your item binder by just going to program and power up. So it makes it easier for you to know and keep track of the players that you're going to be actively powering up. So now that we got him to where he is right there, we're going to go and we're going to simply add him into, put him back into the lineup right there. Okay, so bam. He's a 8. Now we have him as a 92 speed. Okay, so when we click on him and we go to look at it, you'll see everything being upgraded. He is the fastest card right now that I have on my squad. I believe, you know, Randy Moss and everybody else will be able to do a lot of different things, but with that speed that he has right now, it's pretty ridiculous. So what we're gonna do, just to make you guys get an idea of what's going on. Let's edit the player lineup because he has to probably. We have him as a kickoff returner also, but we're just gonna you know, put him back there really quickly, and then we'll go into. I'm gonna show you exactly what he does in the game and how his separation is for the solos, which is why I recommended in a previous video that you guys utilize this card any way possible because it makes your solo grind so much more easier. So here we go right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into a solo challenge. I don't want to make... Okay, let me see. Hold on. What do we got? We have Team Diamonds left. All right, what do we got going on? Is there anything we have to do? Okay, do not allow 40 yards of passing in this drive. Do not allow 10 yards of rushing. Yeah, this is all crazy. I don't want to do all of that stuff because it's too much for that. So what I'm going to do is let's find another solo where it's like almost to the end of it already. So what is this? How long is this solo? You have the ball, 3rd and 7, and it's down by 7, 3rd and 5. Champ Bailey's reading the book all game with 4:49 left. All right, so look, Champ Bailey is there. So we're going to go and try to do this solo right here, this legend solo with Tyreek Hill, and we're going to see how he reacts based on everything that we just saw. Moving him up from a 91 speed to a 92 speed and also increasing his acceleration is going to make it that much better. Okay, so we're going to test it out like live right now in the game just to see and give you guys an example of what's going on with it. So that way we all understand that as of now, before the patch, each attribute individually matters a lot more than it did in Madden 18. And I just want to make sure, like I told you guys, I'm going to show you proof the way I always has, but now I'm going to give it to you in the same video. So that way you can analyze it and understand that it's not rocket science, guys. Like pretty much what's happening is I'm figuring it out on my own as we go along, and then I'm helping everyone else as I go along, so it's easier. So what we're going to do right now is this. I'm going to simply put him, okay, on a fade route. Tyreek Hill. Is Champ Bailey on that side? I don't know what side Champ Bailey is on, but it doesn't matter. And I'm going to block my entire line by pressing L1 and up on the right stick, and I'm going to see if he can go past Champ Bailey. Okay, he's running. He's going to keep going. Okay, Champ Bailey looks like he's a goon, though. Champ Bailey looked like he's a goon. Now, look, it's arcade mode, so the way that he was playing, right, you see like how he was playing off right there? He's playing off, so it's harder to pass the ball, but if you lead pass him up, he'll still get past. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll still get past the defender because he's that fast. So that's a situation that you guys have to understand and make sure that, you know, you don't forget that. Because it doesn't really matter that, like, Champ Bailey is Champ Bailey. Did he just miss that kick? Bro, I kicked it right. All right. Okay, EA Sports. Okay, EA Sports. But anyway, so it doesn't really matter about anything else other than the fact that you guys have to make sure that you pass the ball the proper way. Whether you lead pass it by pressing up or whatever you do, it's going to affect the way that, you know, Tyreek Hill goes. But if they back off, you might have to put him on a slant, do different things like that, and he's still very, very fast, so it doesn't really matter. But I just wanted to make sure you guys understood that. And then we have to get the ball back anyway to try to score again because EA is trying to cheat us, so we'll see how that works out real quick. I don't think they're going to try to score. They might just run the ball, though. I got to see exactly what they do here. Maybe they'll run the ball. I don't know. Let's see what they do. But I'm going to try to get the ball back and see how it works out. Okay, so he's doing that. What, bro, why are guys just dropping on the ground trying to do hit sticks, though? Actually, I'm just saying that as a rhetorical question. I know why they're doing it. Pretty much, if you miss a hit stick in this game, the guy's going to fall on the ground. If it's just like a clean, clear hit stick with down on the right stick, they'll just miss it. All right, let's go. Let's start getting this clock down real quick. Because I have true clock on. Guys, make sure you do that. Always make sure your play clock is going down to 10 seconds in these solos, or else they feel like they go on forever. And you don't want that. It kind of takes away from the fun of it. So just put true clock on. Okay, he held it. Yeah, it's arcade mode. He's going to hold on to that. All right. And I knew it was play action, too. All right. Let's try to figure out what we're doing here, because I don't want to have to redo this solo. So we're going to just run commit right here, because the computer's stupid. They might... Oh, no, they're not stupid. Oh, that's a dot. Yeah, he's going for 6. He's going for 6. All right, we're going to have to go for 2. We're going to have to go for 2 after that. All right, let's go. That's fine. I could have swore that the computer would just, like, you know what I'm saying? Just run commit or whatever. Just run commit and with them would take care of that situation, but I guess it didn't work out, and the computer's mad smart. So we'll be going for 2 to make it to tie the game at 28-28. But it's good that we're getting the kickoff back right now. We're just gonna have to play defense after we score because I don't really see them stopping Tyreek Hill right now. So I'm not really worried about it. So we're gonna do the same exact thing. Champ Bailey's getting burnt. Doesn't matter. Okay, the dude's a 92 speed. You might ask, yo, Gmias, what happens when you play competitive mode? Competitive mode is the same, but you have to be very, like the computer on competitive mode will intercept the ball more than they will on arcade mode. Okay, so just make sure you guys understand that. When you play online head-to-head, he still gets the, you see the separation? Look at what he's doing. That's all separation. That's the 92 speed. He's going to go. You see what I'm saying? Oh, what is that? Oh, I didn't see that. Where's that guy coming from? You can actually visibly see the separation. That's something that was lacking in Madden 18 that I want to make sure that you guys see. You can literally see that he burns him. You know what I'm saying? And even though he tries to slide, you see the separation with the step. Even though he's next to him, he still has the ability to catch the ball without having anything else go on. Okay, so that's a key thing with the way that it's different and what I like about it. That every yard matters. Okay, so Champ Bailey is there, but it doesn't matter. You know, I'm just making sure you guys see that, so you guys understand that. That's why I use my training points in order to upgrade him, because he's valuable to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that means that adds more depth to my team by me, by me doing that. So we're gonna probably try to go to Mike Evans, because he's bigger in this case, and we're closer into the red zone. So let me see what we can do here. Okay, we got sacked. Oh, he fumbled it. What are you doing? What are you doing? Pick the ball up. What? Why was he hopping around like that? I don't even know what that guy was just doing. But that was a man blitz. We're further back now, so we should be good right now to be able to get the ball down there deep. Just understand this, guys, that sometimes that's why I block my whole O-line up aggressively, because the computer will just send everybody, and they don't care about anything. They literally just don't. All right, right here we're going to aggressive catch this guy, and it doesn't matter. And then that's pretty much what it is. All right, so in arcade mode, you'll get away with that. Typically, in competitive mode, you will not. Okay, so just make sure that you understand that he's slower. He's like an 80 speed. So with his case, it's a lot different than with Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill, you're waiting for him to get off. You know what I'm saying? But with Mike Evans, you can actually just throw the ball up, throw the ball high and try to get an aggressive catch animation and see what happens. Pretty much is the difference between both cards. Okay, but right now the focus is the speed of Tyreek Hill. Okay, and like I said, when I start uploading some videos with the actual gameplay against human opponents, you're gonna see the same separation, but I'm gonna throw the ball differently. Okay, you just can't do whatever you want. You have to wait for the separation. All right, so that's key. Once you see it visibly, you go for it. All right, now we just have to try to, play some D right here and see what we can do. He should be able to do much. Give me that. Let's go. All right, so real quick, TJ Watt had to do that. Now we're just going to chew the clock, let them call timeouts, and pretty much we'll be done with it. But I want to try to get some yards. They got the 2 timeouts or whatever. We could actually just, hike the ball and do that again. Just for, okay, he's right there on Tyreek, so let's see if we could do something else. Just for the purpose of the video, let's see what we could do here. We'll just go. It's arcade mode, so it doesn't matter. Tyreek Hill, fly. Okay, he didn't fly. All right, just run the ball. Better run the ball. Don't worry about it. Let's go. I wanted him to fly, but the way Champ Bailey is a better corner than most corners. So you see he was in a soft squat. So he turned immediately to man after I ran past him. If you see that kind of coverage, you have to be very careful with what you choose to do, because more often than not, it'll be an interception in competitive mode. So you got to watch that. See, he should be able to get past them right there. Okay, I tried to go for the aggressive catch, but they gave Champ Bailey a better animation. All right, that's fine. What is he doing now? All right, so let's go again and see what we could do. I could run the ball here, but again, we're doing the video for Tyreek Hill action. So get past them. There you go. Like it's so visibly quick. When you look at it and you see the way that he just goes, it's very, very hard. Like man-to-man coverage, if your opponent is playing man-to-man coverage, it's going to be very, very difficult for them. Okay, I still can't make a field goal, but it's going to be very, very difficult for them to be able to stop what you're doing if they're in man-to-man and they're not backed off. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have to be backed off. And then when they're backed off, you got to use that to your advantage. You got to run the ball. Like, don't be scared to run the ball this year. I'm telling you right now, with all the locomotion and the one cut, don't be scared to run the ball at all. Come out there, make plays. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to adjust to what you're doing because you have the ability now to run by people the way that it always should have been, that we've been missing for, a couple of years in Madden. So right here, we just got to make sure, obviously, that they don't get into the end zone. They can do whatever they want, but I'm trying to get a pick. We'll try to get the pick. We'll see what happens. But if we don't, we just got to, we'll figure it out. All right, go ahead. Right here. All right, good. That's Shaquem Griffin, bro. That's Shaquem Griffin. That dude just screams off the edge like a maniac, bro. That dude is an outright maniac off the edge. 84 speed, by the way, if you guys wanted to know. That dude is just a monster, man. All right, go ahead. Have the ball real quick. All right, right here. All right, good D, good D, good D. All right, so now they got to figure out what they want to do because they got one more play. And then we just have to lock up real quick. And we've pretty much shown everything that we need to do. We've shown power-ups, and we've shown how it reacts on the field. All right, that's a pick. Let me get that real quick. So that's pretty much it. Okay, we're at the 47 now. We could try to, run the score up a little bit just to be idiots. If you got, I know you guys might like that because the computer just sometimes enrages you. So we'll send them on another streak and see what we could do with that. See if we could get something off, just for the video purposes, for you guys to see what's going on. If he could run by him, run. Oh, that dude screamed in. See, Champ Bailey, when Champ Bailey is backed off, that dude is really just. He's back there, and the computer obviously is blitzing to try to get this pressure right now to get sacks and stuff like that. They almost got a fumble, too. We got to be careful. But we should have enough distance right now to burn them. I don't need to score again, but I want enough distance to be able to burn them deep. All right, okay, it's one-on-one over there on that side. Keep going. Okay, let's go. Give me that. Let's go. And like I said, pretty much that's like arcade mode. That they'll do that, but you see like some of those animations where the corner will stay with you. Pretty much, I don't know if it's more of a threshold thing or if it's just the fact that Champ Bailey is a much better corner than a lot of the other corners that are in the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is exactly right now because I'm still trying to figure it out. But the one thing that I know is regardless of competitive, simulation, or arcade, they allow you to run by the cards most of the time. Sometimes you'll get that wiggling around that you just saw from Madden 18, but only sometimes. It's not as regular as it was in Madden 18. Okay, where the guy just stays there regardless. It's not the same thing. So you guys have to, make sure you guys understand that and see what you could do with it. All right, so they're gonna go for a Hail Mary probably on this, and then we're gonna see what's going on. All right, I don't know what just happened on that, but I probably shouldn't have moved my guy around. So that's pretty much it with the Tyreek Hill power-up situation. Definitely go out if you want the speed and you want to make sure you could just run through all the solos. Make sure you do that. Take care of that situation with Tyreek Hill. I think he's worth it right now, at least to start the year off with. Once the game is patched, we'll update you after that point. But for now, speed really matters. Thank you guys and girls for watching. You have a great day. One love.